Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite things in the world, and that is washi tape. And like many of the innovations that we have, this was invented by the Asians. If you take apart the word washi, wa means Japanese, shi means paper. So when you hear the phrase washi tape, it literally means Japanese paper tape. And yes, I am a nerd and did my research on that. It's traditionally handmade from tree fibers, and it's just a really high quality masking tape. Washi started trickling into the scrapbooking / card making world before the planner community discovered it, and then that's where it really exploded into popularity. I'm just going to be honest and say washi was a huge game changer for me. I love it. It's come a long, long way in the last few years since I've started buying it, both in terms of quality and availability, and it's just a lot of selection choices that you just didn't have even a year ago. So let me show you some different sizes that you can get with washi tape. It comes in a big variety. I've seen anything from 2 millimeters to 50 millimeters. And this one over here on the left is actually 3 millimeters. This one is 6. The solid green is 7. This one is 10. The solid orange is 12. This one right here is going to be your standard main size, and that's 15 millimeters. This one is 20, 25. This one right here is 30, and then this one is your 50. They also come in much larger sheets now because they have washi on a roll. So I don't have any of those. I think they're really unwieldy to use. With the washi tape, your standard size is just going to have so much variety. That's an automatic. With these other sizes, they are coming out with a lot of different variety. With those, these sizes are going to be probably my favorite go-to, the 7, 8 to 15 millimeters, simply because it's really good size to use. It's not too big, not too small. The smaller one over here, a lot of people like that to put between their calendar pages. I don't actually like these. I do have some rolls, but I don't like them at all. I think that they're really hard to use because they are so thin, and also because of that they just don't have a lot of adhesive, so they don't stick very well. With the larger ones, you are able to cut those down. I am not coordinated enough to do that. I've tried it both with scissors and with my paper cutter, and I just can never seem to get a straight line. It's always crooked, so I just deal with the sizes and the colors and shapes that I can find. Now with the washi tape, like I mentioned, it is paper, but it does come in some other different types of surfaces, which I will give you some examples of those. The first one is going to be fabric, which is right here. And this is really cute, as you can see. With the fabric tapes, it usually means they're going to have a sticker backing. As you can see, this little string just fell off of that. So that's one of the things with the fabric tape is you're going to get some strings. You will definitely have to cut this with scissors. If you want to write on it, then you will definitely have to use a Sharpie marker. I have found that it feathers a lot and just doesn't look very nice. So fabric tape is not one of my favorites for sure. Then if you're a glittery, shiny, sparkly person, I'll give you some options for that. Here's some examples of metallics. As you can see, this is more of a prism look, which is really, really shiny. This, of course, you will definitely have to, again, use a Sharpie marker on this. This is a metallic as well, but it's labeled as a foil. So as you can see, it's got some shine to it. This is really great because it is thinner than this one. You can definitely tear this and cut this, and you don't have to use scissors on this. Some of these other metallics like this only can be used with scissors, and that's just something that you'll just find out when you get the washi roll. It's not something a lot of times that you can tell just on paper when you're looking at them. Here are some of the glitter tapes that you can buy. Glitter tapes are going to be like the fabric tapes, where a lot of them come on the roll like a sticker. And then this one is a great one because it actually adheres to itself and doesn't come on a roll with like a sticker. So that's great. Some of these other, when you have a sticker roll like that, you're going to have a storage issue, and I'm going to show you with this one. This is just a regular washi tape. It is scalloped. It's translucent. So it does have its purpose. It's not my favorite one, but it's cute. but it does come on this sticker roll, and this is the problem with those that come on a sticker roll, is that they unravel and unroll like that. So it's a problem, and the way, as you can see, that I did that is you can either just use a rubber band or just a hair elastic like this, and that just keeps it nice. So that's just a little tip that I've learned. So there's some options for those. This one right here is Washi Duct Tape, and this one is going to be a lot thicker. It's harder to use. It's a lot stickier than your normal washi tape. I bought this because this roll in particular is glow in the dark, which I am a fanatic for. So I use this about once a year. Like I said, it is a lot thicker. You're not going to be able to reposition this as well, but all of these options do have their place in the decorating. The other one I wanted to show you that I love, these are highlighter washi tapes, and these are even thinner than your normal translucent ones. As you can see, this is the green one. This comes in a 6-pack. I bought it at my teacher supply store. I can put a link below if you're interested in that, but these are just really cool to have, and they can rip with your fingers. You don't have to have scissors with those, so those are really great. Then this one right here is an example of die cuts, which those have come out in popularity in the last year or two. As you can see, die cuts just go around the shapes. The only issue I've had with the die cuts really is sometimes it's hard to get it, find the start on it, as well as sometimes right here, this rolls. It still sticks pretty well to the paper, but just a couple things to keep in mind, but the die cuts are really, really cute. Some of the brands, like Little B right here, has a really cool feature which has got its own built-in serrated knife, I guess you could call it. So you don't have to have scissors on that. And then this one, of course, is just right here. My only problem with this is it's a great idea, but it's hard to store with the packaging. So just to give you a couple options of things that are out there. Then unfortunately, with some washi tape, I'm going to show you this. I know you're not going to be able to see it, but this is a defective roll. The way you know it's going to be is defective. It's going to be hard to tear off when you are trying to unroll it, as well as there's adhesive on the front. Just like with my sticky note video that I did, it's the same issue. You want your sticky to only be on the back. So that's a problem. I've heard that you can use an eraser and get it off of there, but frankly, I don't have time in the day to do that, nor do I want to. I think that's a ridiculous option. I don't want to sit there and try and fix a defective product. So that is my decision that I've made for myself. So like I said, you want a good washi tape will be matte and it's repositionable. Let me show you a couple American brands here. This is a Scotch brand, and then this is Tapeworks. So what I was talking about with the matte, a lot of the Asian washi tapes, this is what you want. Really clear, good stick, but it's not too sticky, and it's just really easy to tear and really thin. Some of these American brands are thicker in nature, as well as, I don't know if you can tell, but these surfaces are really shiny and slick and smooth, which is not necessarily a good thing, because what that means is you're not going to be able to use a regular pen on these. You absolutely have to use a permanent marker if you want to write on these. These do tear really well, but that's just the problem I'm finding with these types. And then I wanted to show you something else that I've noticed. This, as you can see, opens from the left-hand side. Then this roll opens from the right-hand side. And frankly, I'm right-handed, but I don't care. What I want to see in the washi community here is some uniformity as far as if the rolls are going to go from the right or the left. And obviously that's going to be a manufacturing decision, but it is a little bit annoying that you kind of have to figure out which way they're going to open up. So that's just something that I have noticed in my experience with using washi. Then also, I wanted to show you this particular roll, which as you can see also opens from the left. This, in my experience, seems to be the most popular roll of washi out there. I think the majority of people have this one. It's just really cute with the hearts and the clouds, but that's just my unscientific experiment, I guess, if you want to call it, of just noticing that that's what most people use. Then I wanted to show you this particular roll. And this one just makes me tickled because it's got such a long repeating pattern. I'm going to show you. I can't even fit it in the frame, but I'll go all the way. It goes from here to here and all the way to here. So that is one repeated pattern. So as you can see, you just find these rolls and they're great and they're fun. Like that one just makes me smile because it's got such a long pattern. And let me show you something else. Those are the washi tapes. These two in particular are labeled as washi tapes, but you have to be careful, just like with the duct tape and the fabric tape and those other ones I showed you. These are considered washi tape, but they're labeled as either washi translucent tape, washi deco tape, or washi sticker tape. And those are going to be your clues that these are not going to be paper tape. They absolutely must be cut with scissors. They are plastic. They are more like stickers on a roll. I do feel like these have their place in my washi collection. This one in particular, I just love the pattern so much. I use this on our big family calendar to mark my husband's travel. So I don't mind using scissors because the pattern is so cute. As you can see, they come in 2 different sizes. But just when you are getting ready to buy different rolls of washi, you just need to pay attention how they are labeled, and that will give you clues on what they're made of. The other thing when you are buying washi is that I would say the average roll is probably about $2.99, and these are all the same price. And as you can see, they're completely different. So some of them are going to have a very small circumference like this one, but I still got quite a bit. Of course, this one's going to have more because the circumference is bigger, but still, you know, a decent size. This one right here, as you can see, I did not get a lot, and I have only used this probably once or twice. So just keep that in mind when you're buying washi. Same thing like with the manufacturer. It just is going to depend on how much you're going to get and the size and the width and everything like that. Let me show you something else that's just a little bit interesting. Some of them are going to have a plastic roll in the middle for them to go around. The majority of them are going to have cardboard. So, like I said, just some things to think about when you're buying washi. I also wanted to talk about some storage because when you start becoming a lover of washi like I did, you're going to run into some storage issues. So, of course, there are plenty of ideas out there on Pinterest. I'm just going to show you my favorite ones. Right here is for things on the go. It's portable if you just need a little bit at a time. This is just a little piece of plastic. You can also use extra lamination, and then you can just use a little bit at a time. So that's a really great option. You probably have heard of just using an old store loyalty card or a credit card and just wrapping some around there. As you can see, this is a standard card and you can get 4, and this is 15mm washi on there. So that's just really great. Like I said, it's great for portability just when you need a little bit on the go. Then I also like to use these, and these are just large book rings, just metal rings, and then you can just open them up. When I'm using my washi, I don't like it in a tape dispenser or on a ring like this. This is just really good to keep, you know, the smaller washis together like this, but I will always take this off and use it. But like I said, I love to keep it this way. It just keeps it really nice. On my desk, I like to use this, and this is just a square, shallow glass bowl. It's probably, I'm going to say, 5 or 6 inches from the depth. And as you can see, I can put quite a bit in here. But I found with some of the other storages that I was trying that I had to dig through it. And of course, the washi that you're trying to get is, of course, right, always going to be on the bottom and you can't get to it. So this has worked out really well for me, and I'm able to interchange things as I need to. And then for my larger long-term storage, let me try and get this in. This is just the 12 by 12 scrapbook storage plastic containers that they have. So these are just my seasonal ones, some of the ones that I use, and then I'm able to take these and put them in my glass square bowl as needed. And as far as, do I have a favorite brand? No, I don't even really have a favorite store. But back to my bowl here, I do kind of have a Washi Type, and that's going to be more of something like this, where it's got a clear background. It's realistic shapes and colors and, just simple little icons like that. That's probably what I really lean towards. And then I wanted to talk about cutting the washi. Of course, you can just rip it with your fingers if you like the, jagged edge and where it's not straight. That's perfectly fine. Then, of course, you've probably heard of the credit card trick, and that's another great thing about this one, where you can just cut it with your credit card. And then all you do, if you haven't seen this, you just put a little pressure on there and then you just rip it off, and it's just a nice straight edge right there. That one, frankly, I used that for quite a while, but I had a problem with keeping track of my card. It just kept getting lost with all my other planner supplies and papers and stickers and stuff. So I also tried this, which I don't know if you'll be able to see it because this is going to be it's like a mini micro razor blade. It's like an X-Acto knife, but it's so microscopic. I know you can't see it, but try as hard as I could, I was never able to use this well. I always kept my pages with it, so I had to retire that as well. This I mentioned in one of my favorite videos. This is still my favorite. This is just a palette knife that's about $3.99. It's an artist palette knife, and I, of course, paid about half of that, half price. So let me show you. This is a lot slicker than the other one. It's got a thinner surface right here and a lot sharper surface, so it's a lot easier to rip. I don't know if you could tell by me doing that, but it's a lot easier to rip off. It gives you a lot sharper edge as well. So this is still my favorite. I keep it with all of my pens, and it never gets lost. So anyway, I'm sure you know a lot of different ideas and ways to use washi. I will probably end up doing another video on my favorite way and ways to do that, but as you can see, so great. They're so versatile. They're so cute. I hope you enjoy washi as much as I do. I hope this has given you some good ideas, and let me know what your favorites are and anything else that you have to say about washi, because I love talking about it. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.